Hi, it's Mike with AskTractorMike.com. I'm proud today to introduce Brian, who is now working on our team. And as this YouTube channel has grown, we've gotten more questions, we've gotten more business to the online store. This year, I knew I had to step it up with customer service. And Brian came on board, and Brian and I worked together at this dealership. We're standing on the lot of S&H Farm Supply in Rogersville, Missouri. And we got to know each other well there, and I always liked how Brian dealt with customers. I probably the only salesperson I've ever worked with, I never had a customer complaint from anybody that had dealt with Brian. So when I had an opportunity to bring him on board to help me with what I do, I jumped on it. And Brian, welcome aboard. Good to have you here. You're going to see Brian in videos as time goes on. If you have a question to the website, it may be Brian and not me that answers it, but Brian knows as much or more than I do. And I'm just tickled to have you here, Brian, and the services we can offer to our viewers with you on board. But today we're on the lot at the dealership we work together at, and this dealership sells a lot of small tractors to people like who watch my channel. And Brian, I want to talk today about in your experience with dealing with folks that are buying their first tractor. There's one thing that we did here that you used and was very beneficial, and maybe the most important thing to have happen when you're buying that first tractor. Tell us about that.
Sure. After the sale was completed, and but before the tractor went home, the dealership we were working at, they always did a walk-around program. Basically, it was to, familiarize the customer with all the controls, any questions that they had, or even about service or whatever. It was generally with a technician. They knew all the operation of the tractor, how service intervals on the oil, air filters, hydraulic filters, fuel filters, and I just felt like it was a great thing. It saved a lot of calls from the customer when as soon as they got home, they're like, I don't know what this does or what this is going to do, and it was just a great program.
Now, Brian, a lot of dealers don't do walk-arounds. It was something that I don't know who, probably the owner came up with the idea here. Something really benefited us. But if a dealership doesn't do a walk-around, I think a customer can negotiate that into the deal when he's talking to a salesperson. How would you recommend they do that?
Yeah, absolutely. When you're going through the sales process, generally there's some negotiation there of what you expect and what you want to get. So I would put that into the deal there, that hey, I need to, I may not know everything I need to know about this piece of equipment, and before it leaves here, I would like to have a walk around or, some instructions on how to operate it. And that should be something that they should accommodate you with. I feel like every dealership should do that, especially on compact tractors, because a lot of times you are dealing with customers that do not have, the knowledge of that product. I would tell the customers, after they've made the purchase, just grab you a notebook, write down some notes that you think of as you're at home, and questions you want to ask when you come back before you pick your tractor up. And a lot of times they would come in with a notebook, and they would have a pretty good list of questions about that piece of equipment. And then we would generally we done our walk-arounds either just outside the service bay or back in one of the service bays with the technician there, and we just go over each item, what this lever does, what this, how to start the tractor, as far as the glow plugs and everything like that. And through that process, a lot of times they would have new questions, but I felt like at the end of that process, when they went home, they would they just really felt confident. You could just tell they were more at ease with their purchase.
I think it's important that the technician does the walk around and not the salesperson, because there are salespeople. I've always felt like the salespeople I respect the most are the ones that say, I don't know.
Right.
Rather than making up something, and you can get in trouble if you make up something when you're not sure, but the technicians generally know the tractors inside and out, literally.
Yeah.
So I think that's wise to have somebody that knows the technical aspect do the training.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I've seen that before. You know, customers are shooting questions at the salesman, and for whatever reason, that's just kind of human nature, I guess. You know, he doesn't want to look like he doesn't know, but usually a customer can see through that, I believe. Get somebody that's you know, maybe they don't know everything. And at the dealership we worked at, we had, you know, 230 lines of equipment. It's virtually impossible to know everything about every piece of equipment. So as long as they're, you know, they work with you and get the answers you need, you know, they may say, hey, I really don't know, but let me find out, you know, and then get back to them.
Brian, one thing I want to talk about today with my audience, and we have people watching this from all over the U.S., from anywhere they speak English, overseas and so on. But if you're buying your first tractor, how important is that local salesperson to give you advice? And as a salesperson that's been across the table from a new customer that's never been on a tractor, what can you tell them to make this process all go easier?
Yeah, a lot of times, you know, a customer comes in and they have an idea of the implements that they want to purchase with that tractor that they're buying, you know, and they may be getting information, like you say, from, you know, where the soil is super great and no rocks, and here, like where we're at in Missouri, it's you know, you got a lot of rocky terrain in the area we're in, and some implements just don't function well here. You're going to end up tearing something up, or it's just not going to work for you. So, you know, I would recommend that when you go in, have an open mind and listen to your salesman, and hopefully he's telling you, you know, giving you some guidance on the implements that will work for you here. And you really need to listen to that advice, you know, because you don't want to get, you know, spend the money on that implement, get it home, and it's just not going to work for you.
Yeah, trust is a really important thing. You got to find that salesperson that you trust. He's going to be asking you or she a lot of questions about what you're going to do, and if they're not asking questions, it's time to find somebody else.
Yeah, if it's just about the sale, there are those out there that they're going to sell you whatever you come in and ask for. They have no, they just don't, you know, they're not going to give you the advice that you need to make the correct purchases.
Well, Brian, it's good to have you aboard, and I want to tell my viewers, if you send us an email through the website or send me an email, you may get a response from Brian. Brian and I are like this on our attitude about how the business should be run and how people should be treated, so you're going to get the same information back from either one of us. But Brian, welcome aboard.
Thank you.
And we'll have him on some videos as time goes on. But I appreciate you watching my videos. I'd be honored if you'd subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can do that by clicking the mic face icon and checking the bell so you're notified when I post future videos. Here's a link to our website and the Tractor Fund Store with unique items for sale for the tractor owner to help support my channel. And here's another video you might want to watch. Thanks for watching.